After more than 10 years of waiting, finally Avatar 2 is coming our way. We'll re-enter the world of Pandora and enjoy all the magical things it offers. But when will we be able to see the movie? What will it be about? Well, don't worry, we got all of that covered. So if you want to learn about the Avatar sequel, keep watching as we take you on a first look at the movie. Let's get started. Story recap.
You should not be here. Go back. Well, this is...
Before we get into the sequel, let's take a look back into everything that was happening in the first movie. When Avatar came out in 2009, it made nearly $3 billion, and till this day, it continues to hold the record for the highest grossing movie of all time. The movie phenomenon follows the life of Jake as he's given an opportunity for a lifetime. Jake is a paralyzed former Marine who is given the opportunity to replace his brother and become mobile again through an avatar. He's sent to Pandora, the world where the Na'vi people live, or as we call them, avatars, with a mission to get close to them and gather information. While doing so, Jake ends up bonding with a native tribe and quickly falls in love with Neytiri. He further realized that Parker Selfridge wants to get rid of the Na'vi humanoids in order to gain access to a mine of precious material in their rich land. However, while Jake has to decide on which side he's on, the Colonel makes his move on Pandora and starts attacking it. Jake makes his decision there and stands on the side of the Na'vi people in the epic battle for the fate of Pandora. So where will the sequel take us next? Well, let's find out. Release date. The questions we all had when it comes to Avatar 2 was, why did it take so long to make it and when is it finally coming out? After realizing the legendary Avatar in 2009, James Cameron, the director of the movie, immediately had plans to make a sequel. However, things just didn't work out the way he wanted to. There were a lot of changes where one year there was a sequel and the next there wasn't. After long years of going back and forth, Cameron finally officially announced that there will most definitely be a sequel. After being announced, the movie has suffered a few delays in the release date. It was originally planned for December 2020, but due to the entire pandemic that is still going on, the movie was rescheduled for December 2021. But yet again, the movie ended up being rescheduled and now the release date is set for December 16th, 2022. Even though we have quite a few times to wait for the next movie, we're hoping that this will be the final release date and we'll finally be able to enter the world of Pandora once again in 2022, without having to wait a few more years. However, given that we waited more than 10 years for a sequel, we wouldn't be surprised. The plot. The story of Avatar 2 will be set several years after the events of the first movie, and it will largely focus on Jake and Neytiri. It was teased that Neytiri will become Jake's wife, and we'll get to see him as chieftain of the Omaticaya. We'll also see their children, and it has been said that the story will also pay a great focus on them as well. There will definitely be some extraordinary visuals that will take you on a journey across Pandora, as well as some other parts of the moon that we haven't seen yet. They will leave the place they know and love and go beyond the forests of Pandora in order to explore underwater and volcanic environments. However, there will be a large threat presented to them which will force Jake to go into a difficult war once again against the humans. We'll definitely get to see the humans trying to evade Pandora again, trying to steal all the precious materials, but this would only put the Na'vi people to fight against the humans in one epic battle. We have yet to see a trailer to see visuals on what will be happening, but at least Cameron has shared a few pictures on how the new parts that they will explore will look like. New and returning cast.
But to do that, you gotta go where the Banshees are.
You guessed it right. The two main characters of the show, Jake and Neytiri, will be coming back in the sequel as well. However, who else will be coming back? You all remember Dr. Grace, right? Well, in the first Avatar movie, we've seen her actually die in her avatar form, but that will not stop her from coming back in Avatar 2. The simple explanation to this was that nobody dies in a sci-fi world, but we assume that the real reason for her revival will be further explained in the sequel. Another character that will be making a comeback will be Colonel Miles. Yes, that's right. Even though he got 2 arrows through his chest, he'll still be alive and making things harder for the avatars in Pandora. He'll definitely bring an interesting and unexpected arc through the movie. There will also be a few new characters joining the cast of the sequel, such as Cliff Curtis, who will play Tonowari, as well as 3 other actors who will portray Jack and Neytiri's children. And let's not forget the humans. Jack Champion will be joining in the role of Javier Socorro, a teen who grew up in the human base of Pandora, and Eddie Falco, who will play General Ardmore. New technologies.
As if it's a virtual camera.
We would actually track these 3D cameras in space.
And we can feed into it.
Given how much success the first movie has brought them, they decided that in order for the second one to be a hit as well, they'd have to look for what made the first one so special and recreate the same thing. Without a doubt, the answer was the amazing and out-of-this-world visuals and animations that made the world of Pandora and each avatar appearing like it's truly alive. Cameron is known for his love of technology and always searching for the newest techniques to use in his movies. His work on Avatar, especially the use of 3D and hit work on motion capture, was the main reason for the success of the movie. But as years went by, he's still interested in including a new element into the movie, and that element includes 4K resolution, 3D and high frames rate in one package. Also, there will also be use of motion capture scenes underwater that, according to Cameron, will make your jaw drop to the ground. This will also be the first time ever that underwater motion capture will be used in a movie, and Cameron spent years developing the tech to be able to do it. We already know that this movie will be breaking quite a few records, and just like the first one, it will also gain huge success and popularity and might even beat the first one and become the highest grossing movie ever. Future sequels.
I gotta do something. You know this isn't a good idea. It's crazy, but this is all I got.
When Cameron first announced that there will be a sequel to Avatar back in 2010, he also confirmed that he wants at least 4 more sequels to the story. However, after more than 10 years of waiting for the second one, we almost gave up until the point where he definitely confirmed that not only there will be Avatar 2, there will also be 3, 4, and 5. At the moment, Avatar 2 and 3 are being filmed at the same time, with the third movie scheduled for 2023. As for Part 4 and 5, they wanted to wait for the third one to premiere before they start the other 2. But now that Avatar 4 and 5 are officially on the Disney release calendar, it seems like production for the movies could start really soon. The 4th and 5th sequel are scheduled to release in 2025 and 2027, but with all the delays we've been through, we were all wondering whether this schedule is airtight. Well, we can't know for sure, as Cameron wants to make a true masterpiece, and he said that he wants to do the movies right instead of quickly, which we totally get. We just hope that we won't end up waiting another 10 years for the third movie to premiere. On a related note, we wanted to know, what are you most excited to see in the Avatar 2 movie? Let us know in the comment section below. If you'd like to see more amazing videos such as this one, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of them. And as always, thanks for watching, guys.